Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nina, and this is a segment Monday through Friday where I kind of just share with you guys 5 minutes updates and kind of like a vlog, a little bit of what I'm doing for the day and whatnot. As you guys know, yesterday I went to a photo shoot for the first time in a long time, considering I do a lot of my own pictures. It was super fun. I ended up meeting someone new, and it was really just a great place to be. He was super sweet, and the pictures turned out super good, so I'm excited. So since I have access to the pictures, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit, and also how I edit, so you guys can kind of see like my style of editing and whatnot. Okay, so typically back then, like way back when I first started doing this, there was so much more of an extensive process, but I've kind of just gotten a little bit lazy, so this is kind of my like super quick editing. I duplicated the background, and then I go into filter and I do camera raw filter, which basically acts as like a really quick edit. So you want to brighten the picture, make it more contrasted, sharpen it, textured, whatever. This is a really good location just to kind of get all that out of the way. So it's a little bit dark, so I'm going to brighten the image. As you guys can see, if I contrast it, it makes it a little less harsh, but if I go this way, it's more harsh. So maybe a little less harsh. My style of editing, I usually don't like to have highlights and whites. Not too much at least, because then it kind of drowns out, or it makes it look super harsh on me. So we're going to brighten this. Black's a little bit too. Add a little bit of texture, because I want it to be somewhat sharp. And then do I want to add vibrant? Guys. Okay, this is pretty much how I'm gonna do it. I mean, I could change. Do I want to change? Nah. Okay. So I just did some super quick, simple editing. I'm gonna save that. Bam. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the original and this is the edited one. So we have the original, so we could go back and reference it. So now what I usually do is I go in and I use this mixer brush tool, not the brush tool, the mixer brush tool. And then you're gonna click Alt and highlight, or like basically pull from that color on my face. And then I'm gonna change the size, so it's a little smaller. And then basically up here, you can change how strong you want it to be, but these are already kind of like my typical settings. Like in the 40s for the wet, load 75%, mix 90, and then flow 100%. So you can adjust that to however you want, but that's what I have. So I go ahead and I copy that color, and I kind of just brush over like that skin part to kind of make it a little bit more smooth. Perfect. And then as I change throughout the face to, like, if this is more pink and this is more natural, I like natural brown, I want to make sure every time I'm kind of on a new spot of my face or my body that I kind of pull from that direct color, so I'm not putting like pink all over my face and white all over my like contour and stuff. So try to stay true to the color, so you're kind of just smoothing out the color that already exists. Because if you make your brush big and you're trying to like be lazy and do all that, what happens is, you see how it like drags the color? It's gonna drag like my hair, it's gonna drag this color, so you kind of want to stay true to the color that you're blending in. Okay, so as you guys look closely, this is the before and this is the after, so you can see the adjustments. Now what I like to do is I like to go in with this tool, the dodge tool. So ideally with this, oh, let me change that. Okay, yeah. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Okay, zooming in on my face, and then basically I make sure it's on mid-tones. And then I go in and I kind of highlight the highlighters on my face. So I don't want to make it too strong. Typically I do like a 20 something, because if you make it too strong, this will basically turn white. So like, you see how that doesn't really look super natural? So you want to make it a little less. Yeah, a little more. There you go. I also brighten my eyes, because usually it's like kind of dark. If I'm lucky, I do brighten, oh my gosh, my actual eyes, my pupils. Boop, boop, boop. boop, 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 boop. There we go. And then I also have a little bit of highlighter on the inside, so I do that. I don't want it to be too strong here. Adding in highlights on my lips and then going in on the little intersection of my lip here. Bam. And then also here with that. A little bit highlight on my face, my brows. I also highlight like my earrings majority of the time because they're shiny. Anything that's basically already super bright in the picture or shiny, you kind of just want to do that. Okay, and then I go ahead and I go to the burn tool, also midtones, and then I just basically darken parts of my face that are already dark so that it kind of stays true to the light and the dark that are already existent in the picture. So for example, my contour, making that a little bit darker. Up here where there's shadow, under my hair, under my neck, typically that area, under the arm as well. Here we go. All right, so, and then what I also like to do is once I've already done the highlights and like the darks, I go in with the same dodge tool, and then instead of midtones, I do shadows, and I do like a 10. And then basically I just go over my face a little bit and my body so that it doesn't look like super harsh. Now's the fun part. We go here and we take this part, which is the adjustment. So if this isn't existent, like if it's not showing up in your page, you can actually go to window and click adjustments, and then it'll show up on your Photoshop. Here I'll click this guy, which is the selective color, and then here you get to play with the colors that already exist in the picture. So red right now, for example, I'll go in, you guys can see how like it makes it more vibrant and less vibrant. So I do like to be a little bit more pigmented. Also, you can go in later and specifically select like certain parts of the image that you want. So let's say I want the earrings to be super vibrant, but I don't want my face to be pink. You can actually go in and erase this section into this white box, and you can click on E or eraser and kind of erase the parts that you don't want to be. So like for example, if I did this right now, I can actually erase here, and you guys can see the very bright red will still be existent on the earrings, but not on my face. Okay, so let's do this. And do some quick adjustments. So this is up to you. You can decide. Like I would recommend you go through every single tab and kind of adjusting the color based off of what you kind of like and what you don't like in the picture. Okay, so this is kind of like the color scheme I was going with. So as you guys can see, if I turn it off, this is what it looks like without all that, and this is what it looks like on. So I'm kind of going for this more natural, like rugged kind of look. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is pretty much how I kind of edit it. If I want to get super fancy, I can go like, so if I want to get super fancy, I can actually go onto Google and I can look up like light leaks overlay. And this is usually where I add in like all the fun like stuff to the picture. So let's see. Let's say I want to pull from, I don't know. Let's pick, I don't know, this one. Yeah. No, it's too red. Okay, so let's say we wanted to borrow this one, right? Light leak. So, these I usually just pull it directly from Google and I'll just drag it into Photoshop. And it does usually end up being really small, but if you have a chance opening it up as big as it can be. So I expand the image and then I turn it around, of course. And basically, as it acts as an overlay, here we go. So I want to make sure it's over the whole image. And then since it's covering the image, then you'll come over here where it says normal and you'll go to lighten or screen, based off of what you think the better fit would be. So I went with screen, and as we zoom in, you can kind of see like, ooh, yeah. But you know, it adds like the fun little textures to the image to make it a little bit more engaging. Let's say I don't want it at the bottom. If I want it more at the top, I can do that. like this. Ta-da. So yeah, so if you want to get like that fancy, you can. That's only if you want to add like special effects. So you can do this with like glitter overlays, you could do light leaks overlays, you could do bokeh overlays, whatever you want. But typically that's kind of what I look for, light leaks, because it's a little bit more, I don't know, like variety. But yeah, that is how I edit my photos. So I know this video is running a little bit longer, but thank you guys for joining my vlog today. I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog.